Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be breaking down the day trading recap for SPY and UA. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. All right, so the first thing, like each and every day, we're going to draw the previous day's low and the previous day's high. So I have the previous day's low marked, I have the previous day's high marked, okay? So the first thing we have to ask is, where are we opening? So we can clearly see that we're gapping down below the previous day's range. And because of that, we can assume that either one or two things are going to happen. We're either going to buy the dip and we're going to rally, or we're going to sell off until we find a price where buyers are actually interested in buying the dip. So mostly whenever you have a gap in SPY or a gap in general, it's just another opportunity for longer term buyers to step into the market, and they will step into the market where they find a price that's acceptable. In terms of the actual setups today, so as I pointed out on Twitter, I gave everyone the Fibonacci levels from the gap fill. So taking from the closing bar's low to the low of the first 5-minute bar, we had a nice 618 rejection, which was a typical what we call a gap fill play. So we're pulling into a part of the gap, and then once we hit these levels, the algorithms are programmed at these different Fibonacci's to sell into the gap. So we had a beautiful setup here at the 618, and with that 618, we had a nice inside bar on the 5-minute. So these are a double confluence trade where we had the 618 rejection and we had a 5-minute inside bar. So I was able to take that short on the 5-minute inside bar for about $410 profit today. So I'm going to show you guys that here. So how I managed this trade is I took 6 micros short below that inside bar because I had my confluences and everything lined up. And then I scaled out on the way down, and I'll show you what I did. So as we flushed through here, I hit my 3-to-1 target. And as we went down to my 3-to-1 target, I went to a 1-minute chart and I just started trailing every single bar on the way down until I got taken out. I got taken out right around here. So I didn't get at the very, very bottom, but as long as I'm making more than double my losers, I'm going to make money in the long run. So I don't really care about, getting the exact low. You'll never do that. You'll always leave some on the table. Okay. So then from here, what are the next setups that we had? So we had this first short, which was amazing. And then from there, what we have to do is we have to take the Fibonacci from the high to the low, and we're looking for the next leg down. And as you can see here, we had a beautiful rejection at the 50%. And that was definitely a beautiful scalping opportunity for you to make a few points on the way down. And then if we look at in terms of the bulls, once we had this push up, you notice how this bar was basically an engulfing bar, taking out this bar. And then we had a lot of strength on this push up. All we have to do from that point is draw the Fibonacci from the low to the high. And we had a nice rally right around the 618. So if you're using the candle, you just get in above that hammer, stop below the low. If you're losing the style from my book, you guys know how to do that, okay? So then we had a nice trade here, traded to all the targets on the way up. And then to finish off the day, what did we have? So we had this leg trade to the extension. Then we draw the next leg on the Fibonacci from low to high. And we had a pullback very close to the 50, not exactly there. And this traded to the 10% extension. And you guys know how important the 10% extension is from my book. And then from here at the 10% extension, we just roll over into the close. So pretty decent day. If we chop it into 3 different, different styles, we have the gap, we have the first fib, we have the opposing leg, and then we have the last rollover. And if you keep the market that simple, guys, it'll be easy to trade. If you try to chase, if you try to buy breakouts, you're going to be in trouble. Okay. And then the next thing I want to talk about was Under Armour. So Under Armour was a part of my hot stock picks. So every day I'm posting these hot stock picks where I'm using my scanner, and then I'm going through the charts to find stocks that are that I think have good potential for day trading the next day. So Under Armour was on my list. The reason I liked Under Armour, it was because right at the open, I'm on a 15-minute chart. We gapped down below the previous day's low, and it was also below this triangle from the daily chart. If you can see the daily chart here, we had a double inside bar, so we gapped down below it. And with that gap confirmation, I definitely knew that there was a lot of pressure on the short side. So simply taking the opening range breakout here, guys, going short below the first 15-minute bar, putting a stop over there, going for 2-to-1, you easily hit targets on the way down, and you're pretty much done right there. Okay, so that's how you can use a scanner to get an edge. And I really enjoy using it because it brings the best opportunities in the market to me. All right, so thank you very much. Enjoy your time, and I really appreciate you listening to this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, and show me some support. And get a copy of my book if you want to learn more about the fibs. All right, have a great weekend.